Lads, Dirty Gas. My name is Anime, and welcome to the first episode of my top five series, where I basically list off my top five of something, whether it be my top five favorite games, top five favorite movies, so on and so forth. You guys get the idea. Sometimes there will be honorable mentions as well, something that stuff that didn't quite make the top five list. Like if this was a top 10 list, they probably would have made it. But this week's episode is going to be my top five most anticipated games of 2013. And without further ado, let's get on the way with the honorable mentions in no particular order, starting with SimCity. Now, the new SimCity game comes out, of course, this year. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on this list. And I looked at the trailers and the screenshots, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. The graphics look beautiful, and SimCity is one of my first PC games I ever played growing up, and it was one of those games that I really got addicted to. So it's kind of like a nostalgia thing for me as well. I kind of want to play it just because it's one of those games that I absolutely enjoyed growing up. Like, I would make a city and, absolutely beast at it, fill the whole map up, and, the money just keeps rolling and rolling into the point where I can't really do anything. Unless, of course, I like rezone something or demolish an area and redo it or whatever. But let's face it, that's kind of boring. So I would go ahead and make a new city. I would have like 30, 40, 50 cities just saved up on my hard drive, and I did actually share them a lot too. And speaking of SimCity, we need another roller coaster tycoon. But anyways, moving on. Another mention would be Dead Space 3. I loved playing the first one. Unfortunately, I haven't played the second one yet, which is why the third one isn't exactly on my list of anticipated or top five anticipated games because I haven't played the second one yet. But I mean, playing through the first one as well as the demo for 3. I love the controls for it. The controls feel very solid. Like with Call of Duty, your controls just feel beautiful. You know what I mean? It's nice and slick, I guess you can say. And it's the same thing with Dead Space. It doesn't feel very clunky like with a lot of games that I play. Like I recently played Dust 514. The controls for that feel very, very fucking clunky and very sluggish. And but with Dead Space 3, it's nice and smooth, and of course the atmosphere. I love the horror atmosphere of video games. That's why I love Silent Hill and stuff like that. Um, and just this is one of the very few horror games out there that can actually scare me when it comes to jump scares and stuff like that. And I honestly don't know why, but like I said, it must be the atmosphere and the just the way it plays that really gets to me. So I'm really excited for that. Of course, I'm gonna have to beat Dead Space 2 first. Another mention is South Park: The Stick of Truth. It's funny because this game has combined my two favorite elements. One, I absolutely love RPG games. RPGs is probably one of the first like genres to pull me into console gaming. And then of course, South Park is one of my favorite cartoon animated uh, TV shows, and to see them fuse into one really got me intrigued into this game. So I think it was pushed back actually, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't matter. I'm still really hyped for this game. And of course, two mentions that go without question. I'm pretty sure you guys know this. Battlefield 4. I enjoyed Battlefield 3. I was gonna say love, but I didn't really love it. But I did enjoy it, and of course, I am somewhat anticipating for Battlefield 4. I love first-person shooters, and so of course that, and of course, the next Call of Duty. Who isn't anticipating the next Call of Duty? Well, okay, that's a lie. There's lots of people aren't anticipating it because, of course, the rumors are the next one is Modern Warfare 4. But I'm telling you now, if it's Modern Warfare 4, I'm not going to be excited. But if it's a prequel to Call of Duty 4, I will be excited. I think that would be the right direction for them to take if they were to do another Modern Warfare. Just do a prequel. Maybe do a prequel and pick a character like Ghost and do a backstory on Ghost or something. I don't know. But anyways, with the honorable mentions out of the way, let's move on to my top 5 most anticipated games of 2013. Coming in at number 5 is Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy is the RPG that actually pulled me into into console gaming, and that game being Final Fantasy 7. And Final Fantasy 7 is still by far my favorite game of all times to play. It's the only game that I still play that game now. Okay, it's the only game that I've played through like 10, 20 times, and I played Final Fantasy 13, of course, 13 too. And I absolutely love the story of it, and the characters I can actually really connect to, especially Lightning, which is why I'm excited for this third one because Lightning is a really, I think Lightning is a badass fucking character, and not only that, but she's really good looking, and she, she's nice, something nice to look at while you're playing, and to see that she's back as another character or as a playable character in this game, and you get to follow up on her story. Um, it's it's one of those things where I need the closure to the story kind of thing, and I'm hoping that this game will bring it. So that's basically why I'm looking forward to that game. Coming in at number 4 is The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a game that's being made by Naughty Dog, who also did the wonderful Uncharted games. If you haven't seen the Uncharted games before, you should probably check them out. Of course, it is a PS3 exclusive. Same with Uncharted, it's
Is it
also
the lost?
PS3
Yeah,
exclusive. So, sorry if you don't have an
the
Xbox,
lost
but or
apartment.
if you
Yeah,
don't have a PS3, you only have Xbox.
yeah.
But just looking at the graphics of the game and just knowing it's made by Naughty Dog is enough for me to want it so bad because Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 were phenomenal fucking
Apartments
games,
is left.
and to see the trailer and the screenshots of Last of Us just makes me want it more and more every day. Um, all right, moving on to number 3 is Pokemon X and Y. Now, I know that's something you guys don't know about me is I absolutely love playing the Pokemon games. I'm not like a hardcore nerd into it. I don't do the Wi-Fi battles, and I don't make it my absolute goal and mission to go and get all whatever 8 billion Pokemon that there is now. But I think it's really interesting that they finally are now bringing Pokemon to 3D world, I guess you could say. It's one of those things that I've always wanted. I was like, why don't they make a Pokemon game that it's just, like just like the Game Boy games, make it 3D and make it for the Wii or the Wii U. And I think, a game like that would sell all really well. And of course, that's what they did. They made the new Pokemon game nice in 3D and everything, but for the 3DS, which I have to figure out how I'm going to afford because I'm going to need a 3DS to
Let's
play
get out
this.
of here. Let's
Fuck.
get out.
um, so that's basically why I'm excited to see the whole new world and being all 3D and the new features that they could do with the 3DS. I think it's going to be absolutely phenomenal, and that's basically why I'm anticipating Pokemon X and Y so much. Coming in at number 2 is Beyond Two Souls. Now, Beyond Two Souls is being created by the same people who did Heavy Rain. Now, Heavy Rain I think is probably one of my favorite games for the PS3. Just because I'm always one of those guys that love a good fucking story. Like it doesn't like to me like when it comes to movies and stuff like that. I don't care if it's a chick flick. I don't care if it's a comedy. I don't care if it's a horror. As long as there's a good story behind it, I'll enjoy it. Now I know a lot of times there aren't really good stories around horror movies, but sometimes there are. Um, Rarely though. But and that's what this game is. It's pretty much an interactive movie. At least with Heavy Rain is, and I'm pretty sure Beyond Two Souls is going to be the same way. So that's why I'm anticipating it so fucking much. And it looks absolutely amazing. And I think what's her name, Ellen Page is doing the voiceover and the motion cap for the main character, which is super duper awesome. And coming in at number 1 is Elder Scrolls Online. I love all the Elder Scrolls games that I've played, Morrowind, Skyrim, and Oblivion, as well as the other games that those creators have made, which are Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, and to see that it's coming into an MMORPG, also another one of my favorite genres out there. In case you didn't know, I used to play EverQuest 2 religiously. I played a bit of World of Warcraft. I played a lot of MapleStory and a bunch of other MMORPGs like Star Wars: The Old Republic, and to see that it's my favorite, I guess you could say, franchise is coming into an MMORPG. It's just one of those things that's just gonna suck my life away when it comes out. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any top 5 ideas for me that you want to see me do, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Let me know what your top 5 favorite or most anticipated games of 2013 are. Don't forget to hit that like button. And subscribe to me if you haven't already. And as always, stay dirty.